There are so many interesting, horrifying, or downright weird things in this big world of ours.
Each week, we'll bring you a new true crime story that has little to no coverage in English.
Let us do the translations, so you don't have to. Hello.
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 Now you started again. I wasn't looking at the timer, but it's already on.
All right, so we got a news tangent today, and Petra will be
Yes.
going first with an update.
I mean, it's not an update.
Oh, okay.
It's a news. But I have a theme that continues from the previous news tangent. If you remember the Finnish parents who had taken their children to Hungary and neglected for some reason the other child that was adopted. And well, this time the Finnish parents have taken their child to Thailand.
Oh, God. Okay. So it's different Finnish people taking another child to Thailand, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
not the because I was
thought,
like,
what's wrong with?
No, I was just thinking like these same people like were evading capture and they brought their children to Thailand. I'm like, I guess. Is there extradition from Thailand? Maybe not. Okay, that makes sense. I don't know. Okay, go on.
I mean, I think they are the Hungary case. They are in they're captured.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I was like, did they flee to Thailand? So, okay, no, that's not the case. Got
Escape
it.
from
All right.
prison.
Yeah.
Okay, so this time Thailand and one child that I believe is biological. Nothing else is mentioned. So on 22nd of January, so a couple of months ago, an 11-year-old Finnish girl had contacted the Finnish police by email, claiming that her parents are keeping her in Thailand and they are not having a nice holiday, but something's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
She had said that she's kept in the house against her free will and being tortured. Of course, it's hard to tell what an 11-year-old means when she's being tortured. This is not clear yet. Is her phone being
taken away, or is she, actually getting tortured physically or mentally? Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's... But anyway, this was in Sakao, however you pronounce that. It's 50 kilometers from the border with Cambodia.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently quite some kind of small town. And this family had overstayed their permission to stay in Thailand already by over 700 days.
Oh.
So they had not refreshed any visa or anything.
So almost 2 years, basically, is what you're saying. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So apparently they had been living there as a family, and I did read this from some sources that when they arrived, they had socialized with the other Finns living in the area, because there are some amount of Finns living in Thailand. It's a nice place to retire, and the thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, then of course the authorities were alerted, and they were charged for expired stay in Thailand and sent to the police station, and the girl was taken first to the office of the Ministry of Social Development and Human Security, and then transferred to the Finnish embassy, so they can take care of this. So it was apparently very hugely in the Thai news. I mean, such a nice thing to be in news as a Finn.
Great.
And there was some. So the parents seem to be quite normal. The mother is, according to Iltalehti, the mother is like a, what is lähihoitaja? Not a nurse, but like an
social worker.
No, it's
well,
not social
maybe
worker.
Not social worker.
Lähihoitaja is like, it's kind of a one step before nurse. You like an assistant nurse type of. Anyway.
Yeah. I just find the translation lähihoitaja like near carer. Just like what is
near carer?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just direct translation, which means
but near in the sense that they are near to the person.
Yeah, they are near to the.
Yeah. So
like if maybe... they often do the changing diapers and.
So I would say like maybe a
near stuff.
Care or hospice nurse or something like that, kind of like
but I mean lähihoitaja can also work in a like daycare or anything. It doesn't need to be hospital.
I mean with hospice stuff it also can be in a home or in a facility or maybe, but I don't what would actually anyway, go on.
I mean I guess it can be for that too, but also other
it's a very wide degree you can have, but anyways, a very normal occupation. And the husband is an entrepreneur and they were in big debt, and the mother did not have any criminal or doesn't have any criminal record from the past 10 years. Father has some financial crime and something with guns and holding a dangerous thing and going against a guard.
Okay.
Probably, some kind of, the security guard is trying to say something and you're like, oh, yeah, fuck off. Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's interesting because this was not like a tourist spotty thing where you would be spending nice time with your family, but apparently somewhere very kind of out of nowhere in a small, weird. I mean, not something that a Finnish family would dream of.
Interesting that also this child just somehow had I don't know, they thought about emailing to the Finnish police.
Yeah, which is fun. Like, can an 11-year-old use email nowadays? Well, I guess
sure.
Of course. But, I mean, from this, I get that they have lived there a couple of years. Like, if they have already extended the stay with 2 years, probably they've been there like 3-4 years maybe. What has the kid been doing? Like, probably not going to school.
Yeah.
And I understand that she has been like, okay, I don't like this. But very smart in my, like, that she was figuring out that maybe sending a message to Finnish authorities will help me out of this situation.
And I guess it did. But yeah, interesting that there are so many of these, or not so many, but that there's another case like this, Finnish parents, child abuse in some ways in a foreign country. I mean, the one in Hungary, it happened a few years ago already, right? But the trial is going on now. And this one happened when? This very
was
recent?
Like 2 months ago that the girl sent the message. But I mean, it's been ongoing. I would
for
assume.
sure.
Yeah. I have another one for next time of parents and children.
Really? I was just going to ask that. Is it going to be your specialty now?
Yeah. I feel that there might be something like, because there is quite strong child welfare in Finland. So it does mean that if you don't take care of your child to the standards of the officials, there will be an intervention, which most of the time is needed. But if you have some kind of like different values or blah, 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 there might be conflict. Like it's not always black and white how it happens. Yeah. So maybe some people have this little like, let's take our child to another country so we don't need to deal with the Finnish social workers, or who knows. Or maybe just they get unlucky and lose the control of their life.
Yeah. Okay, so another one next time.
Maybe.
Great.
Anyway, so is it now you,
it doesn't
Viktória?
Sound...
Or
are
you going
anyway,
next?
It doesn't sound any different.
Okay.
I can go next. Okay, so I have news it just came out today. There's a news article about this case that it's so fresh to me, and it came out in the morning that I didn't even have time to fully read through the whole long article, just skim through it. Yeah. And then there's another quick thing that I want to mention that was also in the news recently. I'll start with the more detailed one. So there was a news article on one of the investigative journalists, and another Hungarian website that is like an independent organization doing investigative journalism, looking into a lot of political stuff. It's not the same one that I mentioned in the previous episode, which I think... Wait, is this coming out before the one that we just recorded?
Yes.
Okay, so cut that out. It's a website called, or kind of an organization, I guess, team of journalists called Direkt 36. Direct 36 would be the name of it. They have a lot of their articles also in English. So what they released today, they also do, kind of documentaries and stuff. It's a great resource. So what they released today is this interesting case that has very strong political ties. So apparently what happened is that in July 2025, so it happened last year, the news came out today, Hungarian police carried out raids in 2 IT specialists' homes that were connected to the opposition Tisza Party. So the party that is currently leading the polls in the upcoming elections that are happening in Hungary mid-April. These 2 IT specialists were initially accused of planning to record child pornography. And their computers and phones and storage devices were seized in this police raid. However, the investigators found no evidence of any child pornography activity or anything on these devices.
I think we should all call it child sexual abuse material instead of pornography, because just as like a general thing, like, because child pornography, it's not really how do I explain this? Like pornography kind of denotes that there's okay. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, sorry.
But it's probably restart the story.
No. Just as like, I think we can just say that CSAM or child sexual abuse material. But yeah, just as a thing.
Let me actually check. Okay, that's a good point.
Because it might be translated differently in Hungary, like in Hungarian.
No, but there is but this article also came out in English, and I was looking at that. So let me double check how they phrased it there. That's a good point. No, they actually use child pornography.
What the fuck?
Fair point.
Shame on them. Shame on them then. Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
I don't know how, that's the kind of most politically correct, but like people still use, especially if they're not native speakers of English.
Yeah. I'm not trying to blame anybody. I'm just like correcting if anybody's listening to this and they get like, actually, kind of thing. Like I just did to you, Viktória.
Okay, fine.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, okay, fine. Yeah, fair point. It was used like this in the article. I will say child sexual abuse materials.
Yeah.
They were not found on these devices. There was nothing like this. So this was actually no children were most
harmed
likely
in the making
involved
of
or
this.
hurt.
Yeah.
No, or involved in the actual like case either. So police went there to investigate this case, but there was no case.
Okay.
So they didn't find any materials like this on the devices or anywhere. Any of the devices that they seized in the raid.
I'm glad that there was no evidence planted either, because I would be like, oh, there's also some CSAM material planted on these devices. Like, that's also good that nothing was found. But yeah, I don't know, just thinking of the influence of the current political party in charge right now. And anyway.
I mean, anything can happen.
Yeah.
But so instead, the seized data showed messages that were indicating a covert attempt to infiltrate and sabotage the Tisza Party's IT systems. So one of these IT guys, specialists who were involved, a 19-year-old volunteer, and then the other guy, a 38-year-old IT worker, they were apparently contacted by an unknown individual named Henry, just I guess that's a nickname, asking them to spy on and hack the Tisza Party's internal systems for a reward. And they even offered them meetings at some secret location. This young man, I think the 19-year-old guy, he pretended to cooperate, but then he actually shared the messages with the other IT worker and then the party leadership as well, planning to expose the operation somehow with a hidden camera. But then this police raid happened, so this didn't take place. But these materials were found there, but the police raid was happening before they could actually set up a meeting with this person who sent the offer. So that never happened.
So that's interesting. They shot themselves in the foot basically by trying to get them on greater charges. Like that's hilarious, actually.
I guess, yeah. The Office for the Prosecution of the Constitution, kind of, it says here, Hungarian intelligence agency, was unusually involved and pushing the police to pursue the case. Later, press charges against the two men were for alleged misuse of military equipment, like this hidden camera that they plan to use, but not for anything related to political interference. The sources say investigators saw this as a possible secret or intelligence-linked effort to undermine the Tisza Party, which is now, as you know, the rising opposition party in Hungary's elections. But then we don't know who this Henry guy is, so that's kind of unknown. And also this report, the article from Direkt 36, the website that I mentioned, it suggests that the original tip about the child abuse materials was likely, just a pretext to enable the raids. And the intelligence actors may have steered the case focus away from the politically involved actions against Tisza by this. So there's a whole very detailed article. I have skimmed through it. These are just some, like highlights of what was happening overall. It's available in English on the website. I guess we can link it or people can just Google it and find it. It came out today, March 24th. And it details this whole case. So, yes, great stuff. I also have another. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. You wanted to say something about this case.
Go for it. Yeah.
No, but I wanted to talk about another short news. So you go first.
No, I was just thinking, like, I think I find it funny, and I'm also checking my own, I would say, lens or scope when it comes to these like political things, because normally we'd say if this was happening to like Fidesz, we'd be like, okay, another false flag attack, or false, it's coming from inside the house, it's like a setup or whatever. But we don't think that the Tisza Party is doing a setup on themselves, right? That's not the case in this regard, right? Like that they had like a false.
Not.
Okay, yeah.
Or I don't know. It's now. I have to say that before actually fully reading all the details in the article, it's hard to comment because I think it kind of sounds like there's more evidence around this that it might actually be a real case. So, and then in the previous, well, people haven't heard that episode yet, but the case that we will talk about in the next episode, there's not a lot of actual evidence. So there's a lot of speculation around it. I think we can still speculate about this one as well. But
just kind of interesting.
Yeah, you're right.
Because I think people usually don't like, oh, they're the good guys. They would never do that. But everyone's kind of capable of it. And I'm always now trying to kind of challenge myself to think critically about all the parties and not just the ones that I like, or don't like, So, but that was
exactly. And also, I mean, I'm not, that's a good point. And I definitely don't think that this party is like, I mean, sure, the good guys, the better guys in this scenario, but it's not like I couldn't imagine anything, them doing anything that's not.
I feel like
good
now,
guy
since
behavior.
It's such high stakes, you can kind of like, I wouldn't question I would question everything because the stakes are so high in this, especially this election where it's so close. It's the closest it's been in 16 years. So it's like, shit, I wouldn't discount
that's true.
anything.
But we still need to be critical about them as well. But I think in this case, what would be difficult to imagine is that because they don't really have influence on police or the intelligence agency or anything, it's heavily tied to the government. So it would be difficult for them to orchestrate a police raid on their own people.
But then if you think, I'm just spitballing here, but then I would imagine that the Fidesz party has those connections and the political connections to influence cops and maybe some dirty police. I'm not saying that all police in Hungary are dirty, but there might be some people who could be influenced with some money or some other compensation, right? So then therefore planting evidence or whatever would be more in the scope of Fidesz, because then it's like, all these Tisza people are like pedophiles or whatever. They have CSAM material on their hard drives. So then that nothing was found on the hard drives and it was like a fake thing. Doesn't that actually point more towards Tisza themselves? Because then why would they implicate themselves actually with CSAM material? Okay, that was just throwing that out there. But just throwing that out there. But like that's complete conspiracy theory on my part. But anyway.
Oh yeah, okay. I think I get what you mean. I don't know. Yeah, doesn't sound like the most likely scenario to me.
Yeah,
but
I know.
Sure.
But yeah.
Yes.
The world right now has got me thinking crazy thoughts. Okay.
You can never believe anything nowadays, and don't believe anything anymore. But yes, so this was in the news now. Then the other thing I wanted to just quickly mention. I don't have notes about this, but maybe you have heard. It was covered in a lot of international news outlets as well. But so apparently this came out recently that I did open up an article to look at some details for you. But have you heard that Hungary's foreign minister, obviously part of the Fidesz party, Petra, has apparently been routinely updating his Russian counterpart, which would be Sergei Lavrov, with details of confidential EU meetings after the meeting. So some of these like EU parliament meetings took place, and then he was like sending updates to Lavrov.
Thanks, man. Why not just invite Sergei there?
Yeah,
right?
But this is what I was saying in the other episode. I don't know, were we talking about it before the episode or like the future episode? But I was like, fucking Putin and Orban is basically just a kind of puppet for Putin. I mean, he's like the infiltrator. He's the way that Russia has a way into the EU. So it's kind of like no shit. Fucking shit.
Exactly. I know. But it's just something that came out last week. And so of course there's a lot of
Are there going to be any repercussions for this? Like, because then I would think that, hey, this guy should be fucking fired. And also Hungary should pay a fucking fine or do something. Like if they're
There are usually no repercussions, but what I heard is that now, the EU Parliament, they're considering excluding Hungary from some of the meetings.
Yeah, especially of importance, like national importance or international importance.
A lot of people are concerned, and I guess he is. Like, I've seen one interview with the guy. It's very difficult to do interviews with Fidesz politicians because they don't really do them, or they're very arrogant and don't actually answer the questions.
Yeah.
But he didn't deny it. He was just saying that I can,
I have friends. I can send an email.
Contacts and
yeah.
I don't know, but just some fun stuff in the news recently.
Okay. Yeah. Motherfuckers.
What's your story, Laura?
Mine's just kind of stupid, but or not stupid. Well, I don't know. I guess it depends if you're the owner of the store. But I just saw it and I was laughing because I saw this video. I don't think we can post the video, but maybe we can post a link or something to it. But there was this guy, apparently back in, I think it was June of last year. I'm trying to find the actual date, but the theft took place on my birthday of last year, May 29th. So, so this guy, apparently he was in Savo, which is middle Finland, and he had a fake beard and a horribly fake beard. It looks like it's just basically paper or something, and he has an oversized jacket, and he stuffs juhlamoka. So juhlamoka is coffee packages. It looks like kind of a brick.
I saw this too. Yeah.
Yeah, but do you want to guess how many packages he ends up stuffing in his jacket? Just guess.
What 20. About you,
Okay, Viktória is closer. 16 packages he stuffs in his jacket. And it's so
wow
funny watching this video of this guy just it's just funny. I don't know. He was in a K supermarket. Oh, in Mikkeli, actually. Oh, what? I thought I said Savo. Theft sprayed a local market. Okay, anyway.
Mikkeli. Is it Mikkeli in Savo? Mikkeli
is it?
Savo.
I guess it is, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So there he stuffed 16 packages of juhlamoka in his jacket and calmly left past the cash register, and his jacket was fucking puffing. He had, just... It looks ridiculous. And I got this article from Iltalehti, and then I guess he was in Tampere. He was arrested in Tampere, and he was wearing the same clothes as the guy that was caught.
Did he they didn't catch him in the Mikkeli
No, they didn't
store?
catch him, because I think we talked about this at some point, because he just walked calmly out. He just had this really puffy jacket, and that I think had some special pockets that he kind of engineered for that. And I mean, these packages are I'm trying to, what would be a comparable size for people at home that don't know packages of coffee in Finland?
I mean, a brick.
Yeah, a brick, I guess.
Wouldn't know.
Brick.
Yeah, so 16 bricks basically that this guy fits in his pocket, or fits in, and then it's each. Is it 500 grams or a kilo? A kilo, I guess, is a package of coffee.
I think it's 500.
500 grams?
No, 500.
Okay, 500. So, yeah, so he has 8 kilos or 16 pounds-ish or 20 pounds or whatever of of coffee on him. So, yeah, he wore the same clothes as a thief caught in surveillance camera in Savo, in Mikkeli. And he's okay, so then they arrested him. And I guess his hair was also visible because he was wearing a baseball cap and a really ridiculous fake beard, and then this jacket, this kind of Letterman style jacket, and he had large pockets that were sewn on the inner lining to help with the coffee packages, slipping in there. And he also visited the S-Market at the same time, or same day, but he disguised himself with a dark wig. And he only got 1 coffee package that time. But I'm just what is this guy doing with this fucking coffee? Is he selling the coffee? Is he using the coffee? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because we talked about this too.
I am guessing that he's selling, not using.
He's not getting high on his own supply, is what you're saying.
this was in an article in Yle, like last week, I think, about these like thieves of supermarkets. Like what is that? Is there a word for it? Snatchers.
Just
anyway,
thieves. Yeah.
You take product, you steal product from supermarkets. Okay, and they were just like some of these were interviewed, and one of them was like, well, I mean, it's the middle class. They just want to get their like coffee and beef and salmon cheaper, so we steal and sell it. But I'm just like, what the fucking like.
But I would never buy fucking meat. But I would never we talked about this. I would never buy meat. Like, how long has this been out of the refrigerator? To be honest, like some fucking salmon. Like, dear fucking
coffee
God.
Coffee is still like.
Coffee is fine because it's vacuum packed.
But still, like, what is this situation? You go to like a random pub, and then this guy's like, hey, want to buy coffee? Half price
it's like that
from
stereotypical, like, opens
like,
up the trench coat. Has like salmon in his fucking pocket. Like, want to buy some salmon? Like, no, I don't.
But apparently that's a thing.
So gross. So gross. So gross.
I just like I don't understand the mentality of the people who buy from these.
Yeah, that's true.
Like that's the most
because it's like, you know that they stole it. You know that they fucking stole it. It's like you're kind of then encouraging them to steal more eventually, so it's like you're complicit in this crime as well.
I don't know.
Like, just
morally cheap, like
I don't know. But apparently the
coffee is actually a good choice.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because I mean, Finns love coffee. It is, especially some of the prices have been like necessary. 7-8 euros per package or whatever.
Yeah. It's super expensive.
Easily.
But I would still not buy stolen coffee.
No, I would never either. No, definitely not.
I don't know. It's just embarrassing. Like, have some. What's the word?
Respect for yourself.
Respect. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, be a respectful person. Don't buy stolen coffee from a random beard guy.
Yeah. But so the South Savo district sentenced the man to an 80-day fine for 3 thefts. And then 1 theft, and then he also, I guess, endangered traffic safety during this time. And then, so this like fine amounts to 960 euros in the man's income. And then the man must also pay back the value of the products he stole to the stores. So, yep. That is the case. Bit of a lighter case, but I'll send the link, but it's hilarious. Him just like keeps on putting it in, just 16 packages. Holy shit. Yeah, anyway.
Wow. Great. So no murders today.
Do we still want a do we still want an animal fact? Yeah.
Always.
Okay, so I have some bat or lepakko facts.
Ooh. No.
Yeah. Lepakko mies. Okay. Did you know that bats, or specifically, well, I don't know about specific with this. There's 2 facts in one. Bats can live more than 30 years and can fly at speeds of 60 miles per hour. I'm getting these facts from the Nature Conservancy. .com. And in fact, the University of Tennessee researchers found that Mexican free-tailed bat could reach speeds of up to 100 miles per hour, making it by far the fastest mammal on Earth. That's insane.
What?
Right? Yeah.
Wow.
But they can fly at 60 miles per hour. I guess that's like common or something. But then 100 for the Mexican free-tailed bat. That's insane. And then, of course, we know that bats find their food by a sense called echolocation, right?
Yes.
And then, do you want to guess how many mosquitoes? I'm guessing also this is I'm guessing it's some type of bat that lives in the southern United States or Mexico. But do you want to guess how many mosquitoes an hour a bat can eat?
3 million.
3 million? One bat. One bat.
I don't want to guess.
One bat. I feel like this is kind of like
I feel like it's embarrassing to say anything at this point.
But you were close with the 20 packages. Like, you were close with 20 packages of coffee. But I just feel like it's also the same type of vibe that we're giving with, like, how much money is that in today's money? And then Georgia and Aaron, like, completely fuck it up on My Favorite Murder. Yeah. Okay.
Do you want me to guess?
Yes, I do. I really, really do.
Okay. 264.
No, you're off by almost 1,000. So, or over, yeah, okay, no. Yeah. So they can eat up to 1,200 mosquitoes in an hour. Yeah.
Less than 3 million.
I was like, maybe a lot of the bats can eat like 10 bats or whatever, but yeah. Yeah. Pallid bats eat scorpions. There's so many other facts. It's kind of, yeah.
No, so you need to save them for upcoming episodes.
Tell us
like
everything about bats.
Okay. All right. More bat facts coming up next then. Alrighty. So that was the episode. Thanks for listening once again. You can follow us on Instagram. Yeah. You can follow us on Instagram at Translation Murder Podcast. You can send us an email at translationmurderpodcast@gmail.com. And we decided that, you know, this whole dick pic thing isn't working out. So don't send them to us, right, Petra? No, nothing.
Yeah,
nothing.
Don't, please, no.
Stop sending them.
Stop sending, yeah. And then you can also watch or listen technically on YouTube to these episodes as well. And you can find that with Translation Murder Podcast. So yeah, thanks for listening once again this week. Hei parolla.
Bye.